always rose, but the community that I grew up in, life was not very rosy. I was born and raised here in the informal settlement in Korogosho. I am a fourth born in a family of 6, and my mom raised us as a single mother, and so we shared this space. It's heavy being here. Yeah, there are some memories that are not so good. Growing up, I saw abuse, gang violence, rape, and then there are no police station that you can run to as a safe space or a safe center. And so I grew up with a lot of fear. My brother, Victor, he was someone who protected me with their all. He would make sure I am cooked for I eat. He fetches water. He was a defender. He would stand in the gap as a man of this family. And this is how I saw my brother directly engaging in crime as a strategy to provide for the family. He was arrested. He was in prison for 8 years. Upon his release, he only stayed out for 6 months, and he was shot dead by the police. The cycle of violence, it just continued. This was not a normal death. It gave me an urge to work with both the youth and the police because I knew what happened and why it happened. But I didn't want to just sit in the fence and say, the police are bad or the youth are bad. I did not want to blame anyone. And that is how the idea of the Legend Kenya came into mind. The Legend Kenya is a community-based organization. We realize that you cannot practice peace in isolation. So we get an opportunity to mitigate conflict and also create friendship and relationship across board. We had an opportunity to go to the police station and seek audience with the leadership and ask, can we please come and just have a conversation here with you?
When I came to notice Madam Rose coming over, how to reach out to meet the office and asking me to sit down with her. It's unique for someone, especially a lady, to come out to a police station and say that here, look, let's sit down and see how we are going to save our youths.
We realized that there was a lot of pain and frustration at the grassroots level. And that is something that really is important with regards to police and the community and trauma work.
The Legend Kenya did not start by working on healing. They were doing violence prevention work, but then when they were introduced to trauma healing, realized that this is the key.
Trauma deals with you at personal level. You unpack your pain, you unpack your frustration, you unpack some of the challenges. When you are hurt, the way you act, the way you react, the way you respond to your environment really affects your loved ones, your community, the people you work with.
Organizations like Legend Kenya recognize that there are cycles of violence, and so if you don't heal, you will be a perpetrator.
If a person has healed, they cannot transfer pain. If a person has gone through this process, there is a level of awareness. We are creating this awareness so that we are able to deal with it, we are able to manage it. And this directly impacts the community.
The community for now has a very bright future. They used to live a life of no hope. But I thank Madam Rose because with the help of her hand, I can see somewhere far where I was not seeing.
We used to think that the citizens are our subjects, but as a result of partnership with the Legend Kenya, it has now come very clear that we are the servants of the people. What they planted has germinated and is growing. Now, we are so proactive in terms of peace.
Trauma healing helped us just understand that these police people are also people, these young people are also people, and they are coming from somewhere. Helping the community understand that this actually was not meant to be the way life is done, and offering an alternative and a healing mechanism was a good way to just build the trust.
We are friendlier, we are together, we interact more. There's no that fear, there's no that barrier. We can sit down at any other moment. This kind of engagement is going to impact from the grassroots up to the highest level.
We have seen the police joining forces with the community to participate even in outdoor activities, football tournaments, community cleanups, sharing meals at the police station. We have had an opportunity to plant trees. I said we need fruit trees in this station. When this tree grows, the fruit will not be for police alone. It will be for community and them. And you realize that these trees did not just grow on their own. The youths have been watering this tree every evening. That is amazing.
Previously in this area, there's no young person that would even dare speak to the police. And now they get called upon to support the police to do their work. That's a really remarkable change.
With an understanding of trauma, people are learning how can we be agents of peace? How can we spread hope, peace, resilience? How do we make sure we mend this fabric? We have really major challenges on day-to-day basis. But now this is a different community and we are coming towards a solution.